Peaches, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading and it is for the last week of May. In the last videos I had said I was only going to do monthlies from here on out, and I'm fickle and I've changed my mind, and there will still be a weekly video. It's just what I am changing is it will no longer be a pick a card, because what I'm finding is that all three stacks are kind of different ways of saying the same message, and I can maybe talk a little bit more and explain it a little better if I pull some more cards and just have one more in-depth reading instead of the pick a card. So it will still be 5 readings a month, one for the month and then one for each week for your sign. So that is all I'm changing. Like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to keep up and be notified of those every week. This is a general reading for the collective, so if it isn't really applying to your personal situation and you're going through something different and want a more in-depth advice or look into what's going on with you, I offer personal readings, and the link to my Etsy page where you can find those is below. Let's see, I think that's all. So let's get started. All right, Aquarius, your monthly energy has been the Four of Wands, which is going to be talking about celebrating, recalibrating, leveling up, stability, foundation, all kinds of good stuff. And this week, it is the sun coming out after last week weathering kind of a stormy time. So this has been kind of like building your stability, preparing for that stormy time, everything staying secure, everything working together, everyone working together, and now the sun comes out after weathering that stormy time. So I'm using Botanical Inspirations and the Chrysalis Tarot. I have stacked 1, 2, and 3. They're time-stamped below, so you can skip to the one or more than one you feel has a message for you. Stack 1, you have the Visionary, Knight of Scrolls. That's like the Knight of Swords. Golden Flower, Temperance. Asters, Elegance and Patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So, okay, first off, I just want real quick to mention, I love how you have this purple of the Aster, this very purple energy of the Knight of Swords surrounding the yellow of the sun and the sun here. So anyway, visual synchronicities are cool to me. I don't always catch them doing these readings like this with the cards upside down and whatnot, but that one caught my attention. Anyways, Asters do call you back to the present moment and to leave anything that's out of your reach to faith. All those things that are out of your control, you aren't meant to control them. You don't have to. I love this sunflower for Temperance because you get the sun and the sun. That feels like it's also a confirmation. With your weekly theme, yeah, hang on. This call to celebrate the present moment, that's echoed here as well. The Four of Wands being a call to, it's a pause in the action. It is a call to the present. It's where maybe finally things slow down enough to where you can enjoy what it is that you're building. Because this energy of always building and always moving forward, where do you actually pause and actually feel and experience and enjoy what it is that you're building? So that is also a call back to the present, where you actually experience and don't just do and pursue. So anyways, from this centered place, the sun being like the sun is the center of the solar system. So it's like being that center while everything else moves around you, being the center of the wheel. You can access this Knight of Swords energy with his patience, which is also echoed here, patience, deliberateness, open-mindedness, clarity, to meditate on ebb and flow, ups and downs, appreciation, acceptance. And acceptance is a tough word because I think it can get confused with resignation. Resignation being kind of a negative thing. Acceptance is more about being clear on what you're working with so you can move forward unconfused. And so you're being called out into a new conscious awareness that you can't get when you're in denial, non-acceptance. That doesn't mean resigning yourself to it, but it means having to face what is so that you can move forward with clarity and deliberateness. Anyways, stack 2, you have, the Sun. Check it out. Love that. The Wheel of Fortune. And Tulip. Friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. And that's also very fiery. Isn't that Tulip really fiery? Kind of like this orange and the red here. But Tulip does call you to share your burdens with friends. And this feels like that corroborates that. To allow yourself to call on your support network. This is a joining, a coming together. It's a collaborative effort of that support network. And with the wheel, in this deck, it implies that you may be at a critical juncture in your cycle, in this particular cycle. So take this moment to look back at all the insignificant synchronicities that led up to this point, things that didn't seem to matter at the time, and now you see just how pivotal something really small is, like kind of like looking at the butterfly effect, right? All those things that at the time seemed insignificant and didn't stand out and didn't think they would matter, how if that had been different, if that bit had been the positive or negative, talking in binary, just that slight thing, north instead of south, how you'd be in a completely freaking different place right now. And so with the friendship and gratitude, this 4 of Wands, it feels, and with the Sun especially, it's like the whole universe has conspired. And when you're consciously aware of that bigger picture, you get to access this enlightened clarity that the Sun is offering. It's like, it's enlightenment. Stack 3, you have the Hermit. 2 of Scrolls, that's like the 2 of Swords. Morning Glory, affection and determination. The morning glory, which blooms for a day, differs not at heart from the giant pine that lives 1,000 years. Oh, it's an Alan Watts quote. Alan Watts is my favorite. And just another, look at that beautiful, beautiful dark, dark purple. I don't know what it means, it's just cool. Maybe it means something to you. A lot of times, there are messages directly to you that I'm not meant to speak on, but you'll know. That's synchronicity. That's what that means. So anyways. And I also am loving morning glory with the Sun, because it's the rising sun in the morning. The thing about the morning glory, what it says in the guidebook for this, is how it finds a way around any obstacle in order to get into that sunlight. It continues to climb whatever it has to bask into that light. And so with the 2 of Swords here, it does talk about an obstacle of some kind, a mental one, a mental block. It's a difficult choice is what it is. And so it's one that's not going to be made by overthinking. The morning glory, because the more overthinking would be the morning glory just like piercing through, like muscling, like the way roots will break concrete and come up through the sidewalk. It's not a force. It's not the force of thought. It's the way it can move sideways and back up and reroute and find the way through that isn't obvious. So there's a counterintuitive solution you find by accessing this Hermit energy. It's a call towards introspection and shining this light of the Sun onto your fears, onto your secret desires, so that you can figure out how to make them a reality. All right, that's what I have for you this week. I'll talk to you very soon with your June monthly. Thank you.